to the Pulse of Spokane. Join us for the latest in news, views, and conversation with community leaders. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You and CW Crates and Pallets. Now, put your finger on the Pulse of Spokane.
Welcome to the first day of spring. Here in Spokane, we so deserve this day after the last 6 or 7 weeks. It's going to be 61 today, but you'll hear more in our weather report coming up. Dalene Patterson with the Phenix Salon Suites in the western side of the state is going to be here. She's going to talk about what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Then Cody Hanson from Clue. It's a new branch of an organization and business here in town. And then my second part series with Cathy McMorris Rodgers, our Washington 5th District representative, and Misty Saultes. I'm probably saying that wrong, from Temployee. It's an app to help people find jobs. Next on Spokane Talks.
Good afternoon, Spokane. Today we have a high of 61 degrees. It will be in the 50s and 60s and mostly cloudy throughout the week. During nighttime, we are going to see the temperatures drop down a little to the 30s and 40s with some clouds over us. Some sun over in Coeur d'Alene today with a high of 61 and a low of 31, and also some sun in the valley with a high of 60 and a low of 32.
The following is sponsored by our friends and community supporters at McNeese Wheeler Attorneys. McNeese Wheeler is a boutique law firm in Spokane, handling matters in both Washington and Idaho. Areas of law include business law, wills, trusts and estates, family law, personal injury and wrongful death, and real estate matters. For your full-service legal needs, contact McNeese Wheeler Attorneys.
I'm Nikki Butler, and I'm a regional manager for STCU. My lunch buddy is Nicole.
I'm Brandy Schloss. I'm a regional manager at STCU. My lunch buddy is Angelina. She's grown up with me. I've grown up with her. To see her graduate will be a lot of fun.
Brandy and I have been lunch buddies since the girls were in 2nd grade. It's great that STCU provides me with the opportunity to be part of Reach for the Future. We are committed to the children. We're committed to our community. I'm Nikki.
I'm Brandy.
And STCU is here for good.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Well, welcome. It's a great spring day today. I love the weather. As you saw, we had to go out and shoot our opening outside. And I told Vinny, our senior producer here, we got to do that in the sunshine. And unfortunately, we still have to do the program inside. So, Dalene Patterson, how are you?
I am doing well. Thank you for having me.
Well, good to have you.
Excited
And
to be here.
you are involved in so many things. The negative probably is who you're married to, Chris. I'm giving him a bad time because
We'll let him off easy today.
hopefully he's watching, or
I'm
at least
sure he is.
make him watch tonight if he doesn't see it live. Okay.
He will.
You are an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And we've been watching the last couple of years you build and start up a salon in, where is it now?
It's over in Seattle area,
In Seattle.
Linwood, Washington,
right.
which is near the Alderwood Mall, which is the biggest mall in the state.
Okay. So let's go back and talk about what that experience has been like, because we all know when you're building something, physically building something as well as building a business, there are a lot of obstacles that get put in your way, right?
Yes, many unforeseen things. And I think as a business owner, you have no idea until you're back. You know, you've looked back in time and go, wow, I've had successes, I've had failures.
Yeah.
This whole process took 4 years. to today, where we're open, and I can say things are running very well.
Good.
We have an amazing group of salon professionals that I want to give out a huge shout out to.
Yes.
They work hard. They work very hard every day, and what they do is very impressive, and I'm very thankful for the people we have.
Okay, let's explain what is it? It's the Phenix Salon Suites.
Yes.
Okay. What is that? Let's give folks an idea of what that looks like.
Yes, it's very confusing if you've never heard of this
No.
before. And it's a newer concept that's becoming more and more popular
Yes.
for salon professionals. It is a franchise. It's a national company.
Okay.
So it's kind of, think of McDonald's food.
Right.
Phenix Salon Suites, salon professionals.
Okay.
If you walk into our building, we have about 6,000 square feet, and that
that's
has
good
turned.
size.
It's a really nice size. It's turned into 30 individual suites. So those individual suites are different sizes for different needs of different professionals. But they come in, that we hand the key to them. They decorate their suites however they would like, and they are becoming their first-time business owners themselves. So they come in and they're scared to death.
Yes.
And they decorate. They set up their business. They run their own schedules, and it gives them the freedom to come and go without the headache of actually having to deal with the bigger, larger picture of the actual business
Right.
itself.
Now, what do you supply them? Obviously, the space.
Yes.
And
So
what goes from there?
if they're a hair professional, we give them 6 pieces of very important furniture. So a shampoo bowl, a shampoo chair, styling chair, rolling cabinets for their supplies,
Okay.
and then they come in and they can either keep what we have or they can bring in anything that they would like to decorate. And
Okay.
these people are amazing. They're creative. Their suites are gorgeous. I can tell
Really?
you, they put a lot of money and a lot of hard work. It's absolutely stunning what they create when you look through their doors.
How many of these guys and gals are first time doing this? Do you remember? Have any idea?
Percentage-wise, I would say probably about 80%.
Really? So this is their.
Yes.
So they get to walk in and have a lot of this help with supplies and a place that they don't have to take care of beyond their little suite and so forth. That really takes a lot of the burden away, doesn't it?
Yeah, and a lot of the time in the past, they've had to deal with things like coin-operated washers and dryers.
Oh, gee.
Our washers and dryers are free. They haven't had the experience of having robust Wi-Fi, which is huge. They run all of their payments. Their clients want to
Yes.
sit in a chair for 2 hours to get their hair done, but they'd like to be streamlining something on their
course.
phones. That's our world today.
Yep.
So we've spent a lot of time and money making sure our system works amazing for both them and their clients. And so there's a lot of things that we put into it that behind the scenes may not show up, but for a salon professional, they know it's there. And it's more.
Well, they don't have to worry about where do I get. Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
They don't have to worry about where they get the help and so forth because you've got that there. Is there somebody managing the facility?
Yes,
Okay.
because I'm so far away from
Yeah,
it. We
yeah.
have an amazing manager named Sierra.
Okay.
And she spends time making sure it's stocked, clean, running well. She answers questions. She's there if something breaks, and I'm her backup.
Sure.
My phone, I tell them, I say, when they come in, I say, I may not be here physically, but I'm
But you
a
can
phone
call.
call away. And
Yeah.
I answer my phone pretty much 24/7 if
Do
they
you
call.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, I bet that's fun. I won't go there.
It's not been bad
No,
at
good,
all.
good. What has been the one thing you've really learned over the last 4 years in this process? That's probably hard to narrow down.
It really
Okay.
is. I've got a lot of thoughts going through my head
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. It can be more than one.
I think it's just the belief in myself that I can do it.
Okay.
I told Chris and our partners when we took this adventure on, I really wanted to be the lead and to learn how to grow a business, build a business,
Yes.
and be a woman business owner. That's kind of the gist of it.
Yes.
I have a passion for helping other women and
Yes.
children. So I just wanted to learn how to do it and be able to say, I can do it,
Yeah.
and not being sure I could do it, because trust me, I didn't know many times through this if I was going to make it.
I was going to say, were there those nights that you wondered?
Many.
Sleepless nights. Am I going to wake up and it's just going to all fall
apart?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
still have those nights. They're few and far between nowadays.
good.
But they're definitely. There's a lot of failures along the way, and I think the biggest takeaway that I keep seeing show up in my life is just never quit.
Yeah.
It may fall apart for a minute. It may
Yes.
have things that just kind of go backwards for a second, but as long as you keep moving forward and never quit, you're going to get there. And then you're at the top of the mountain going, wow, okay, I'm here.
I know you told me, but how many little suites do you have there?
We have 30.
30. And how many are rented right now?
25.
That's darn
Yeah.
good.
We just
Because
brought
you've
on-
only been open for a year or less.
Just a few months over a year, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we just had a company sign on a couple months ago named Smile Direct Club is in.
Yes.
And they took 4 of our suites, and as long as they get busy and things go well, they might take 2 more, which is
Okay.
fantastic. And they're a national company as well, so it's a
Okay.
nice partnership. Very great people to work with. So yeah, we're getting there. I think by summer we'll be full and things will be just chugging right along.
Okay, so people from here need to get in their car
Drive to Seattle.
and drive to Seattle.
Go shopping at the Alderwood
Because
Mall.
I hear you can actually get there now that
Yes.
we've passed
our snow.
winter, supposedly, right?
Yes, we're done with winter and snow.
Yeah, that's great. What advice would you give to other women and other folks that really want to start either through a franchise or create their own business? What are the things you've learned that you would pass on?
I think, number one, you can do it. If
Okay.
you have a passion in your heart to do it, you absolutely can do it.
Yeah.
2, get good advice and
Yeah.
do your homework and make sure what you're going into is a calculated risk at best. Obviously, there's a lot of opportunities out there and they're not all equal. So I think just don't be afraid to ask people that have paved the path and been there.
Yeah.
Because I think I was afraid to. It makes you feel a little bit at times like, oh, I shouldn't ask. It's going to make me look like I'm foolish or don't know what I'm doing.
No.
And it really is the opposite of that. You really should be asking the people that have done it before you,
Yeah.
what do I do here?
And one of the things that I've seen here in Spokane over the last few years since we've been doing this is we have a really great community here in Spokane that you can go to
Absolutely.
people and ask those questions and
Yeah.
how can I help you?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a
that
lot
be-
of generous,
that
very
really is.
successful people in our community. And it's exciting because once you start realizing that you don't have to be afraid to talk to those people and
Right.
how generous they are with their time and,
Right.
and advice,
Right.
it just bolsters you up and you realize that you now are in a position, for speaking for myself, that I am in a position now to reach out and help others
Yes.
and encourage them to follow their dreams and go after their goals and not be afraid of it, because it can be difficult, but it's not. If you just,
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's exciting.
That's great. Well, we expect to see you here every so often.
I would love to come
for
back.
an update. Number 2, we expect to see you in the community here, talking about, especially with women, how they can help, because we need more women owning businesses.
Absolutely.
We need more people owning businesses. One of the things I've found by having some folks come in to talk to them about maybe being on a program and so forth, I've heard this probably 3 or 4 times in the last couple of months. Well, the business I have isn't terribly exciting. Why would I want to be a guest? And my response is kind of universal in that you took the chance to open your own business.
Yes.
How many people out there want to do that, but they want to play it safe?
Yeah.
And I understand playing it safe because you've got family and kids and everything else that goes to it. And look at me, here I am retired when I took the chance, if you will. And so sometimes just for others to know that you can do it if you work at it.
Yes.
And then go find that advice in town. So,
Yep.
yeah.
It's doable, and I encourage anybody, reach out to me. Anybody
Okay.
that has questions or concerns, I'm happy to help.
How do
and
they
happy
best
to-
reach you?
They can either email me or they can call me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram.
You're all over the place, aren't you?
It's not hard to find me. And if you know Chris Patterson, my husband, you'll find me.
Yeah, we all know Chris. Okay, sometimes we don't want to admit that, Chris, but no, he's a great guy, and we appreciate what he did for our company here in sponsoring a program for about a year and a half or so. And like everybody else, when you get started, you're looking for those angels out there who will help step up and do it, and so we appreciate
We're
what
all
he
in
did.
it together.
We are. Thank you. Congratulations on
Thank
all that
you
you're
for
doing.
having me.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to talk about a launch that happens today, next on the Pulse of Spokane.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
O'Brien Logistics would like to invite you to try our local and regional transportation services. With Sprinter vans, lift gates, hotshot flatbeds, and expedited services, our people are ready to step in and help with your transportation needs. Our services are 24/7, 365, and we are trained and prepared to handle air cargo and Canadian shipments. Give us a call at 208-305-2311 or visit our website at o'brienlogistics.net. That's OBRIEN logistics.net.
Well, welcome back. There's been an organization, a business here in town that is well known for design and especially logos, not only in Spokane, but in the inland Northwest and around the country, Clunt Hosmer. And I've worked with them in the past. They're just absolutely fantastic people, a great team. Right downtown here, and they are launching something today, a brand new division within the company, and Cody Hanson is here. And Cody, welcome.
Thank you.
We were just talking before we went back on the air. You're from where now?
From I was born in Fargo, North Dakota. I've lived in Spokane for.
That can get cold in the wintertime, can't it?
Just a little bit.
Wasn't there a movie or something about?
Yeah. That's what it's always synonymous with. So not exactly a good way of.
Well, tell me. What are we announcing today?
So today we're announcing the official soft launch of Clue Digital. And so Clue Digital is a digital division of Clunt Hosmer.
Okay.
And so as you mentioned, Clunt Hosmer is well known for branding,
quality designs and everything.
Exactly, Exactly. And so, we saw an opportunity to grow the digital part of our business as well. Diane Mahan has been kind of spearheading the efforts for digital at Clunt Hosmer for close to 10 years now. And so we just felt there was an opportunity to kind of, start Clue and actually identify ourselves for digital marketing aside from what we do with the logo design and all
right.
that.
In fact, I think we have your new logo and the whole bit.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's going to be on the screen. Hopefully, if Vinny's listening in the other room and not napping, he takes a nap during my program. He says something about being boring and that sort of thing. And he's out here taking pictures now, so we're not going to see it right this moment. But anyway, you guys just do so many of the logos and design and the looks for things. How many folks are going to be dedicated to doing this?
So the digital marketing division, right now we have 4.
Okay.
4 people that are going to be, managing accounts, optimizing everything that goes on there. But then aside from that, too, we really are still a larger team.
Yeah.
So Clue works.
The resources are still in the building.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when I say 4 people, those are the 4 people, that are
kind of
hands-on
the
optimizing
out
the digital accounts. Yeah. But we still rely on our creative team, web developers, everything to hand us the assets that we need to run these campaigns.
So what is it you do there?
So what I do...
explain yourself.
The easy way of...
Justify your big salary, right?
Yeah. So what I do is everything that's paid media.
Okay.
So when I say paid media, a lot of what I do is Google Ads. So I do paid search, I do display campaigns.
Okay.
I have the ability to do, affiliate influencer. There's a lot of services that we can offer. But then the other portion of it, too, is the SEO work. So that's kind of the organic part of it.
Yes. And you start looking at some of the research that's coming out, and more and more and more is going to digital.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really, it's moving away from not so much broadcast TV, a little bit of that, but from newspaper and stuff. And it's going to the electronic side of things. We're seeing a real growth here at Spokane Talks.
Right.
Because we're on the internet.
Exactly.
We're on Facebook and Twitter and so forth. And while some of the other media is still static, we're at a major growth right here.
Yeah.
It must be fun to design and to launch some of those programs,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, and I always say, traditional media is not dead by any means.
No.
But for the digital portion, what's exciting about it is that
it's
you have
growing.
the ability to measure everything too.
Yes.
And it makes it so much easier to communicate with clients too. exactly where their money's going and what they're getting back in return.
Right, right. Yeah, because you can specifically tell them that day,
yeah, exactly,
hour by hour or even
Yep.
faster, how many views they're getting, how many
exactly.
clicks and all of that.
Yep.
And even they can see it themselves
Yeah,
with Facebook
exactly.
and some of the public kinds of things like that in the old tradition of some of the media, you don't learn about that for weeks or months
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't know.
Yep.
It's too late to make a change. How often, which brings up a point, when you're doing these digital projects, how often do you find yourself going, okay, that's not working like I want. Let's go left instead of right. Do you
Yeah,
do you,
it's
do you
ongoing.
monitor to do that?
Yeah, it's ongoing. I mean,
Yeah.
With Google Analytics, we have the ability to make an educated decision going into a
Right,
campaign,
right.
but at the same time,
But
we're
that's what it is,
constantly-
an educated decision.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and we're constantly A/B testing different ads to see what works, what doesn't work, and then from there we kind of optimize going forward to see what's the best plan of attack for the long-term goal.
Okay. Well, where can people get more information about Clue?
Yeah, they can actually visit our site as of today,
Okay.
cluedigital.com, and that'll have a contact page on there. We're also working on all of our social media pages too,
Right.
so those will be available to contact us. But otherwise, you can reach me on LinkedIn as well. If you have
And I
questions.
love it that you guys are announcing this on our program.
Yeah, you're the first.
We're going to brag a little bit to the other media just in
Yeah.
town here and so forth. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
And please say hi to the guys that established this company
I
back
will.
in what, 1987?
1987.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and just to be clear,
I was only
too-
12 then.
Yeah, same. Yeah, just to be clear too, it's Clue with a KLU.
Yes.
So
Good point. Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
Great.
so people
With
can
the
find
two
us
little
there.
things above the
the
U.
umlauts. Umlauts.
Is that what it's called? I was telling Vinny this morning, I don't know how to put that on. He said, well, you got to go into Word
Yeah.
and you got to do all this. And I said, that's beyond my
Yeah.
pay grade. Okay.
Yeah, trust me, it's a struggle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Cody.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
looking
you.
forward to hearing about great success there.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
And again,
Appreciate
say
it.
hi to the guys for me. Will
I
you?
will. I'll do that.
Okay. I think I owe them some things, and I'll send it in the next day or so.
I'll make sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
All right.
We're going to take a quick break right after this, though. We've been doing on Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, a giveaway, and it's for the Tecate Grill, which is up on Northwest Boulevard. Actually, it's at 2610 West Northwest Boulevard. And the winner selected, it was just handed to me a little bit ago, Diana Bowdish Cantor. So congratulations, Diana, for winning a couple of lunches or dinners at Tecate Grill. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be my second part with Cathy McMorris Rodgers.
To help you be safe, Washington state law requires you to call 811 2 full business days before you plan, for example, to dig, drill, plow, pull from, or pound anything into the ground. Be prepared to provide the operator with the correct address, cross street, and a description of your work. You must mark the dig area with white paint. The operator will inform you of the utilities notified of your impending excavation. Wait for all their marks. Be safe and dig with care.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Well, welcome back. Today, again, we have Cathy McMorris Rodgers, our 5th District Congresswoman. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good
Now,
to be with you.
It is always good to have you. Let's talk about, this has become, I've seen the press release and so forth, kind of a busy week for you. And I think back, the first thing I want to ask about is town hall meetings, because I remember there was some little election last year, and there were a lot of naysayers out there saying, well, she only does town meetings and only meets with people during election years. But you've been out here a couple of times, including this week.
Yes.
What's on your schedule? Talk about what your
Sure.
schedule looks like.
Sure. Well, it's pretty fundamental to being a representative.
Yes.
That you you meet with people, that you listen, that you host town halls.
What a novel idea.
I've always made it a
You
priority
have.
to hold these town halls, to invite people, give people an opportunity to come talk. I'd like to hear what their issues are. I'm a better legislator. I make better decisions when I have the opportunity to learn from other people, but then also to lead to get results. But we've already had, I believe we've had our 5th town hall this year already.
Really? Wow.
So we've been out this week. We're in Spokane Valley. We are out in Stevens County hosting a town hall, and I am absolutely I'm going to make sure that I do a town hall in every county. All of these town halls we've had so far have been in Spokane County,
right.
But I'm going to get to all 10 of the counties and host town halls in the course of the year. I also want to go to the high schools.
Yes.
And I was
Yes.
out at West Valley earlier this week, and I want to go talk with seniors and give them a copy of the Constitution. Just talk to them about our form of government.
You don't give it to them in cursive, do you?
Yes, well, it's a different world, isn't it?
It is.
But I want them to understand the balance of powers and the role of the executive branch and the president and the representatives and the judiciary, and just talk with them and give them an opportunity to ask questions of me. I also am organizing advisory committees of leaders around Eastern Washington.
Yes.
We hosted an advisory committee around tech and innovation, which this Congress, I'm the lead Republican on the subcommittee that has jurisdiction over privacy, the Internet of Things, data breach, autonomous vehicles. So I brought a group of startups and tech leaders from Eastern Washington together, and I want to keep meeting with them on a regular basis to get their input from Eastern Washington.
Yes.
What should privacy legislation look
Right.
like? How do we protect our individual rights, our constitutional rights, while also making sure that we're not putting up too many barriers to innovation and startups? And I have other advisory committees too, with agriculture and veterans and other key issues.
Now, you did Schweitzer engineering, right?
That's true.
Schweitzer
It's Schweitzer.
Schweitzer, okay.
Yeah, so
and tell me what that was like, because
Sure.
they have a new facility here.
It is true. So they're headquartered in Pullman, Washington.
Right.
This is an American success story.
Yes.
Dr. Schweitzer, Dr. Ed Schweitzer, started experimenting in his basement.
Yes.
30-some years ago, and now has built this company headquartered in Pullman, Washington, that has thousands of employees around the world, 130 countries where they do business.
Oh my gosh!
And they have and they developed relay systems for the transmission, the safe transmission and affordable transmission of electricity, relay systems, and they are cutting edge.
Wow.
They're working with 99% of the utility companies in America. I mean, it's just an all-American success story. They recently opened offices here in Spokane and are expanding in Spokane, which is I had the chance to go visit employees that used to have to commute back and forth to Pullman anymore.
Yes, I wondered about that.
So they are really excited to be here in Spokane, but they also want to tap into the talent, build stronger relationships with Eastern Washington University, with Gonzaga. They have a great relationship with Washington State University to get that talent of newly graduated engineering students or finance, or to get them at Schweitzer Engineering, because they want to continue to be cutting edge.
We are such a university town here, with the WSU campus in Spokane, Eastern Washington, the Whitworth, and all the others, that we do have the talent here, and we want to keep them in the area. It's so fun, honestly, to see what Ed has done to create not only new products and services, but to create jobs for our area.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's an extraordinary individual. He's being honored this year as an Einstein fellow for his innovation. But that's the American story too. It is one of freedom-loving people in a free country being able to take those ideas, those creative ideas that they have to improve our lives, and being able to do something with it, and not having to seek permission from the state or the government, right? That is part of what is the
Very
genius of America.
Yeah.
Also, as you talk about the universities and colleges, really excited about the medical schools here in Spokane, and the training of our doctors and the importance of getting the residencies. I was out at the Spokane Veterans, the new Spokane County Veterans Center. They have a beautiful new facility in the valley.
Yes.
I'm working to get the Spokane VA to be a teaching hospital so that these medical students can do their training at the Spokane VA.
Everybody wins.
Yes, it's just a win-win-win. And the research that will come to Spokane because of this. The Steve Gleason Foundation now is partnering with Washington State University to do research on ALS and Alzheimer's and dementia. And that means more research, more startups, more business spinoffs, and it means more jobs and opportunities for people, our next generation here in Eastern Washington.
Good things are happening, aren't they?
5,600 new jobs in Spokane County last year.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And more to come.
Kathy, thank you for all you do.
Great to be
We'll
with
see you
you.
next time out, right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Welcome to Tom Sawyer Country Coffee.
Tom Sawyer Country Coffee only roasts the finest organic coffee for our signature blends. Enjoy a cup at our coffee shop and local businesses and organizations across the region.
I'm Tom Sawyer and we choose the Pacific Northwest.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
Well, welcome back to the Pulse of Spokane on the first day of spring. It's so fun to say that. And it was so fun to be outside this morning. And I get to go out on my way to a lunch meeting outside too. What's it like, everybody? Must be nice. Hey, Misty Saultes. Oh, I knew it. I told you I would mess it up, okay? From Temployee.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Perfect.
Okay, there's an app for that,
There
right?
is.
Yes.
There's an app for that.
You have quite a background. I was kind of going over all the things that you've done. You've been a dental assistant and done a number of things. Let's talk for a minute or so just about your history and then what you've done with that now.
Okay.
All right.
I've been in the dental field. I enjoy it. Somebody asked me one time, why did you choose that? And I said, really, I think I just like teeth.
Okay.
I like my teeth. I like to look at teeth.
Yes.
I observe teeth, and so that's why I went into it. And I like to assist. I really, really enjoy working with one-on-one with the doctors and the patients, and so I've enjoyed my career.
It always seems that the dental offices are having some fun.
Well,
for the most part.
We like to make you think that.
Okay, before you come in to tell us about the $1,200 root canal or whatever, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then you give us a shot and so forth. You went from that to doing a lot of temporary work, right?
Yes.
And what did that involve?
That was very fun because you got to go in and just see how different doctors work.
Okay.
Be really spontaneous. You're pretty much saving the day all the time because they're so thankful that you're there.
Yes.
And
because someone called in sick that morning, right?
Exactly. Yes. So they're loving on you and so excited to have you there helping them out. But you also just
I'm going to get you to the mic just a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
You just get to see how other offices work,
Yeah.
and it's just fun.
I got to ask, how tempting is it to go, that isn't how you should do it?
Very.
Very, yeah.
Yes.
Do you
yes.
do it much?
No.
Okay.
No. That's a
See,
very big rule of thumb.
I would just speak out and they would not invite me back,
Exactly.
right? Okay. So from this, of calling a temp agency and everything else, what did you create, Ms. Businesswoman?
Okay, so I created an app that operates in real time using geolocation.
Okay.
And I did that because I was sitting on the beach and got a phone call from one of my offices that I did temp work for and said, I thought you were scheduled to come in. And I said, no, I'm sorry, I wasn't. I can send you my schedule. Clear enough, I wasn't. And I felt terrible. The entire day, I felt
You felt
terrible.
guilty, didn't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
even though I knew I was right.
Yeah, I know.
And my husband said, well, why can't they just call somebody else in? I said, it's absolutely impossible to get somebody in and save that day in that amount of time.
Yeah.
And so I created it.
All right. So what does this do?
So the app connects professionals and contractors in real time.
Okay.
So if a
So it's more than just dental, isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to advertise and start in the dental field because it's what I know.
Of course. That makes sense.
My wonderful son said, this is perfect for a substitute teacher's mom.
Yes.
Because they use the old phone call, 6 o'clock in the morning.
And they're dialing for dollars, if you will, trying to find somebody that would answer.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
And with this too, I think it removes so many of the insecurities, and when you have to decline coming into a job,
Yes.
if they call you
Yes.
and you say, you almost feel, a lot of people feel like they have to make an excuse.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. I think we all would. I think,
Exactly.
honestly, well,
you
I
feel
can't
that.
today because, and you say that so that you can think of a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And this removes that.
Okay.
It's all
You
through
can-
the app.
you
You
can
just
click
and say
unavailable today.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, let's face it, in terms of phone calls and everything else today, we're getting phone calls, and we've all seen the pictures on Facebook about rolling the eyes because you called me back instead of texting me back.
Exactly, yes,
And
yes.
that's really what allows, we're in that mode with Facebook and texting and everything else of maybe not always having to answer personally. I was talking to somebody just before the show, and I didn't have time to talk with them, but I could text back to them and give them a yes, no, let's talk later kind of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how we did it before.
I don't either.
Literally, we get so much done now.
Yeah.
It's probably not healthy, but I'm
So how can
incredibly
people learn
grateful.
more about what you do? And
Okay, so they can go to info@temployee.app. They
Okay.
can go to the website. We're not officially launched. We're waiting on one more
Okay.
final thing with Dun & Bradstreet.
Okay.
They're approving my application as we speak.
Okay.
And then we're going to go into beta launch. And we want actually as many people as possible to use the app for free to let us know.
Because you want to know where the bugs are and those kinds of things. So what works
Exactly.
best, what doesn't.
Perfect,
Yeah.
yes.
So people should sign up now because it's not going to cost them anything for a
It's
while,
not going
right?
to cost them anything.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you,
Thank you.
Misty, and it's
Yeah.
great. And how about coming back in a couple? Now, when will this be formally launched?
Couple weeks.
Okay.
I'm not.
So
putting
maybe this June, come back and let's talk about how
Perfect.
things are going and so forth.
I would love
if
to.
you're not, going like this at the end of the day, okay?
Exactly.
Because there will be those things, right?
Oh yes,
I
there
mean,
has been. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned so much.
This is fun. I love
It
this.
is fun. I'm excited about
Well,
it.
good for you.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for watching today. We'll be back on with the Pulse of Spokane next Tuesday and Wednesday. See you then. Have a great week, everybody. Enjoy the sunshine.
The Pulse of Spokane is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksMedia.com, which is solely responsible for its content. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You and CW Crates and Pallets. Ask Kent a question, recommend a guest, or hear this program again on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com.